After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and/or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Only feels like 5 minutes since we were last with you. Back again in Kitakyushu, the Riverwalk Theatre for these World Para Powerlifting Asia-Oceania Open Championships. That gorgeous castle just alongside our venue. Final event of the penultimate day is the men's 97 kg final. And it will be a very well matched affair, this. Women's events ran on a long time, only finished a handful of minutes ago. Stage has been cleared, new officials put in, and the men's 97 final is ready to go. Behind the stage, the lifters are warming up. 17 going in this, 8 in Group B. 9 in Group A. Mohammed El Dib with the world record from a couple of years ago at the FASA World Cup in Dubai. The Asian record holder does go in this. Among those competing in Group B, Joginder Singh of India, his major championship debut. Of course, there's some Japanese interest as well, as there always is. And Nabizada as well, who has been at a couple of championships but hasn't registered a mark yet. He can change that today. Well, among the field, the South American champion Frank Feliu of Chile and the reigning Paralympic champion Qi Dong of China. Said Hamed Soli Borovinadaji of Iran going big in this, as is Mohammed Khalaf of the United Arab Emirates, and Yan Pan Pan as well. 6th in the World Championships, but could do something serious here. Referees Ridwan Anand of Malaysia, Assam Al-Zubi of Jordan and Martin Burley of Australia. Jury from the United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, Australia and Korea. Still 2 minutes away from the action, and the lifters have their preparation just about all wrapped up. Because if they don't now, when are they going to? Men's 97 kg decider is coming.
Attempt number 1, representing Afghanistan, Nabizada.
So here we go. Men's 97 kg final in the Asia-Oceania Open Championships. Yusuf Nabizada of Afghanistan first to go, 130 for him. No mark at the 2014 Asian Games. Afghanistan weren't represented, didn't have a team at the 2015 Asian Championships. So can he finally get a good mark? 130 is the target here. So 130 to start the competition with. That seems quite straightforward, and he has got it. 2 out of 3 in his favour. Yusuf Khan Nabizada. This is going to be one of the longest competitions of the week. 17 in it. Group B, we're going up to 165 in the opening round, 217 in Group A.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 133 kilos. First attempt. Representing Japan, Masaharu Ishihara.
Masahara Ishihara. Next to come, 133 is his target on a auspicious day for Japan. Claiming bronze earlier, their first ever powerlifting medal in any championship. Major championship debut for Masahara Ishihara.
One minute.
Targeting 133. And he's okay. 2 out of 3, and Ishihara has done enough to one in his favour. Yeah, straightforward enough lift. And all very, very straightforward.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 140 kilos. First attempt, Republic of Korea. So, Gilbum.
Seo Gilbum next for Korea. First major championship for him as well. And generally in this situation you start off very conservatively. If it's your first major championship, you'll try and pitch yourself in at something that is very, very doable. $140 the target for Seo Gilbum. $140 for Seo Gilbum. And all 3 in his favour. He's our new early leader. Very good, solid, secure lift and smooth lines, so nothing to be faulted.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 145 kilos. First attempt, representing Japan, Makoto Majima.
Makoto Majima for Japan. Only one event so far in which they have not been represented. Former para ice hockey international, silver at the 2010 Paralympic Winter Games in Vancouver, and is director of the Nagano Thunderbirds here in Japan. He's a para ice hockey coach as well. '20th in the World Championships. And 145 is target to take the lead. Again, no difficulty, 2 out of 3, and the competition has started brilliantly with the 4 lifts, all successful to date. Very good, smooth start to this competition, and Makoto Majima, the latest to breeze through this.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 150 kilos. First attempt, Republic of Korea.
Decent smattering of fans at this Riverwalk Theatre. It's a 3-tier stadium, and right on the top floor, 6th floor of a big shopping centre here. Young Sung Yeon for Korea. 34-year-olds. And 150 is his target. For Young Sun Yeon. 6th in the Asian Para Games in 2014 and 10th in the World Championships the same year.
1 minute.
Well, that looks good, and it is. All 3 in his favour, and that is very, very straightforward again.
Please, 152 kilos, right height 16.
Now, they're all having a good time, but they've all entered with adequate weights, and nothing that will stretch them too unduly. All on the board. Young, our new leader, with 150.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 152 kilos, representing India. First attempt, Joginder Singh.
For India now, Joginder Singh, first major championship for the 32-year-olds. Prospects of doing big things in Group B at least. 152 with which to start. It's 152 to take the lead by 2. (152) Yahinga Singh. And again, a clean bill of health. Same story again, no difficulty to this man who is making his major championship debut look easy. They all are so far, but obviously the weights are considerable. Yahinga Singh going clear at 152, and he is our latest early leader.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 152 kilos. First attempt, representing Singapore.
Great lift. What confidence that will show him in terms of a boost as Kalai Vannan comes next for Singapore. Seen quite a bit of Kalai Vannan the past couple of years. He's already competed in the Commonwealth Games this year in Gold Coast, the east coast of Australia, where he finished in 9th place. He was 19th in the World Championships just before Christmas. His nickname is Hot Stuff. There's a bit of the Des Lynams about him, but that's older Des. Former Army Officer Cadet School instructor, he is. (152). And he's done it again. Good lift. Still no blemish in the competition. He has been very, very effective. They all have been.
165 kilos, rack height 17.
Really straightforward. 152. They're all making it look easy. It isn't. Kalai Vannan gets another one on the board. I should tell you that he missed out actually in the last Asians in 2015. He started off with 148. Missed that twice, missed 150, but this now gets him on the board, and 152 as well. Rashid Hassan Ahmed of the United Arab Emirates going for 165. $165 is the target for him. Rashid Hassan Ahmed of the United Arab Emirates. 3 World Championships, 14th is best finish. That was home soil. 15th in Mexico City. What a perfect opening round it's been. Nobody has missed. They've all managed to get marks on the board. Good work. Based out of Fujairah.
Now we're moving on to 97 kilograms, Group B.
And Rashid Hassan Ahmed, very effective. He missed the last Asian Championships, an enforced absence for a couple of years, but he's our leader, 165, Singh in second spot. So into round two we go, straight away. 140 being targeted here by Ishihara of Japan. He leaps up 5 kg from his first round attempt. Ishihara, his first lift in major championship action, 135, which was nice and effective. What about his second, going at 140? He's the first to go in this second round, but he wasn't the first to go in round one. That was Nabizada of Afghanistan, who's going to add a nice amount to the second round. He'll go for this mark also. 140 then for Ishihara. Crowd love it, and why not? Good lift, 3 out of 3. Lifts him to 140. To go level with Cho Gil-bom. And that'll put him 6th actually on the head-to-head in terms of body weight. That's good news.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 140 kilos, second attempt, representing Afghanistan, Yusuf Khan Nabizada.
10 kilos added onto the bar for Yusuf Khan Nabizada of Afghanistan. His first championship mark, a good one, of 130, and 10 on the bar, going to 140 now. 140. Was there a jitter at the end? Well, there was, but it's still considered a good lift. This is a great start to the competition. The first 10 lifts, all good. How long can this continue? Well, let's hope that it does, because that is really an emphatic quality today. Nabizada 130, then 140.
Brothers, please, 150 kilos, rack height 15, 1-5, please.
Strong lift, good quality. Well, for how long can these men keep this up?
So, Gil-bom.
It's very impressive what they've been able to produce so far. You may say something's got to give, but Sheo Gilbum going for 150, having lifted 140 in the previous round. First major championship, but he's looking good for it to date. Been a terrific style actually to these early lifters. A lot of them are in their first major championship. That'll tend to be the way. A continental event is a good entry level major championship for the likes of Korea and Japan. Korea tend to send considerably sized teams, Japan the same, to the likes of the World Championships and sometimes on their openings for European Opens as well. $150. That was very, very straightforward, and all three in his favour. It's a good lift, and this run, well, let's hope it keeps going because the quality to date has been tremendous. And faultless. Nobody's dropped one yet. Something's got to give sometime, surely. Maybe it won't.
Thank you to Barter Load, 155 kilos, second attempt. Representing Japan, Makoto Majima.
Makoto Majima. 155 is his target. The man who's been such a legend in para ice hockey circles. Whole new ball game for him now. But again, it's treated him very well. $155 with an opportunity to lift him up the table somewhat. Put him into second position. Majima currently in sixth. Nobody from outside Asia-Oceania in Group B. Frank Feliu of Chile goes in Group A, however. .30 seconds to go. 155. Oh, and there is the first failure from Majima. Well, it had to end sometime, and it does here after 12 lifts. Finally, that perfect run comes to a halt, and Majima is stuck on 145. Keeps him in sixth spot. Only would have been Ahmed ahead of him on 165, and Ahmed is going for high horizons in this second round, and he struggled, and there it began to slip. And there was the problem. It seemed to catch him unawares. A little bit of agony coming in. That he was done.
155 kilos, second attempt, Republic of Korea, Jung Sung-yoon.
The other Korean, Jung Sung-yeon. 155 his target. This would put him into second position. He's an ex-para ice hockey man himself, lives in Seoul. 6th in the Asian Games last time around, 6th in the Asian Championships last time around, was 10th in the 2014 World Championships in Dubai. .55.
One minute.
155 for Young. He's an advocate of easy does it, and rightly so. 3 out of 3 for Young, as it was in the previous round, 155. He goes into the silver medal position for now, but it is obviously only Group B. Wait and see how far he can go. Yeah, decent lifting. The standard has been marvellous.
The bar is loaded. Thank you. 157 kilos, second of 10. Representing Singapore, Kalai Bannon.
Kalai Bannon for Singapore now. 5 added to the bar. 157 is his target. Bronze in the Southeast Asian Games 3 years ago. Well, he's pressed that well, and 2-1 against. He's having a good old glare at the scoreboard there. So he misses. It was 2-1 against. So that is his first miss. And that's an interesting one as well, particularly as he was given the nod from one angle.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 160 kilos, second of 10.
Maybe not enough of a press for the chest, and obviously can't bounce. So, Joginder Singh, the major championship debutant from India, who had a brilliant opening attempt of 152, going now for 160. cracking start to the campaign for Singh. And again, if he gets this, he rockets up the table into second position. He's currently in bronze. That with Group A still to come.
1 minute.
Taking his time, Jaginder Singh, 160. His target, 30 seconds to go. Left slightly higher than the right and voted down as a result. So that 152, something to build on, but he didn't do it there with the 160, which he's missed. That's something that with extra pressure, extra weight has to be delivered next time.
174 kilos, rack height 17.
Interrupts the progress a little bit, because had he got that, he might have been thinking about 170 and maybe getting stuck into a few of those in the A group.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 174 kilos, second attempt. Representing United Arab Emirates, Rashid Hassan Ahmed.
Rashid Hassan Ahmed of the United Arab Emirates, 9 on the bar to go for 174. Things have gone very conveniently for our leader. 165 in the first round. This an attempt at 174 in the second. $174. And again, decent lift. 2 out of 3, calling it his way. And Ahmed, well, his lead is considerable now. 19 kilos clear of Jung of Korea, who's in second spot. Well, where did that lead come out of? A little bit of faltering towards the end. 3 misses out of the main four, Mijima, Singh and Vanan. Those who are second, third and fourth, and off the back of that, Ahmed's lead is quite large now, as you can see. Young in second, Singh third, Vanan fourth. Vanan third in the 97 kg decider in the 2015 Southeast Asian Games. Masaharu Ishihara. We're into the third and final round of Group B, and 145 is Ishihara's target. Successful so far at 135 and 140. Abazada's going to go at 146. So Ishihara would always edge him in the head-to-head. And 45 for Masaharu Ishihara. And this would see him leap to 6th above Makoto Majima, his Japanese teammate and compatriot. Looking good, looking good. He has got all 3 marks successful, and 145 is where he ends up. And Ishihara leaps up to 6th position, overtakes Majima. He was clear of Nabazada as well, though Nabazada will have his spake as well in the next couple of minutes. But Ishihara, lovely set of results, culminating in that 145.
Thank you, the bar is loaded, 146 kilos, 30-10, representing Afghanistan.
And he got that.
Yosef Khan Nabizida.
Nabazada of Afghanistan, 130 and 140 so far, and his turn to try and displace a couple above him. 146 is his potential target. Nabazada 146.
No lid.
And that was just a step too far this time, so he finishes on 140, and that puts him into 8th spot in this Group B, and it'll be last spot in the competition, apart from those who will be wiped out and who miss all their attempts. So Nabazada 8th, 146 no go, 140 was good for him instead. Real straight out lifted, and then the technique issues towards the stretcher.
Representing Japan, Makoto Majima.
Makoto Majima, 155 he goes for again for Japan. Having missed that last time, and if Majima gets there, he'll go 3rd, just behind Jung Sun Yin on it's the head-to-head. Well, Majima so far getting 145, missing 155. 2 World Cup semi-finals and para ice hockey, lost both. Silver medal in Vancouver 2010. There's a powerlifter showing promise from the Japanese point of view. 20th in the world in Mexico City. Trying to keep the concentration level up. He has got it raised. Is it enough? Is it clean? Was it good and even? And the answer is no, I'm afraid. Finishes on 145 as well. Level with Ishihara, but Ishihara is lighter in body weight by exactly 6 kilos. Thought he had done enough, he did, but not the case.
Thank you, the bars load 157 kilos, third attempt, representing Singapore, Kalai Bannon.
Kalai Bannon of Singapore, 157, his final target, having missed this in round 2. But came close, 2-1 vote against him. And ones like those can very often make their way through. Savanen going again at 157. Remember, a full Group A to come after this as well, with 9 in it for the medals to be decided. He's given it a solid go, and it's a good lift. That's just what the doctor ordered. Kalai Bannon 157 finishes with that, and for the moment he is up into 2nd position in Group B. Still 4 to go, however. He could find himself well down the rankings, but despite that, good strong lift. Kept his eye on all the way, as of course he would do.
Thank you, the bars loaded 160 kilos, third attempt, Republic of Korea, So Gil-bom.
So Gil-bom, 160, having cleared 140, 150 so far. Going well for his first major championship. That will put him into 2nd place above Bannon, Young, Singh. It's a good leap up. That will give him 2nd spot for now. One 6-0.
1 minute.
Clock continues to run down. 160 for Seo Gil-bom. After clearing 140 and 150 so far, would be very creditable if he can get through unscathed. Ishihara without a dropped effort either. 3 all good. Now that one got raised by Seo. but unfortunately no lift, so he ends with 150. Seo Gilbom, that is 5th place for him. Rashid Ahmed still leading, and he's clear by, good margin. 17 kilos at this stage.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 160 kilos, 3rd and 10, Republic of Korea. Jung Sung-hoon.
Young with full day in well, Young definitely taking a higher look at what's achievable for him, moving the bar up to 160 after being cleared 150, 155 so far, and again this would put him into silver, keep him there for a little bit into Group A. Yes, good lift. 3 out of 3 for Young. It's all fitting the bill so far for Young. He goes into 2nd position. Only Rashid Ahmed is ahead of him for the moment. 6 lifts so far in this final round, 3 successful, 3 not. We've got 2 men to go before we'd head halfway and reach the main men of Group A.
161 kilos, 3rd and 10. Representing India,
Jakinder Singh then only wants to add 1 more to the bar, but then he missed in the 2nd round at 160, scored at 152, so coming again at 161 to put him into 2nd position for India. A very enterprising major championship debut for him. 161 is his big target. Singh 161.
1 minute.
Well, this to put him in 2nd place, ahead of Young and behind only Ahmed. He wouldn't overtake him. A final attempt, 161. Well, that looks nicely clean, closing lines, and he's been given it 3 out of 3. Well, that's a sterling competition for him. 161. 1 lift remaining in this group, And Singh going into the silver medal spot, adding 9 to his previous best, going up to 161. Very, very smooth style. Spent a long time developing it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 180 kilos, third and final attempt. Representing United Arab Emirates, Rashid Hassan Ahmed.
So this is where it wraps up in this group, and Rashid Hassan Ahmed has gone brilliantly for the United Arab Emirates. 165, 174 so far. This to wrap up at 180, and it would give him a good lead for quite a bit. The first 3 attempts in Group A won't be surpassing him, so he could be stuck up there for quite a while at the top of the leaderboard, particularly if we see athletes missing out in Group A. 180, Rashid Hassan Ahmed of the United Arab Emirates. Missed the last Asian Championships in 2015. Yeah, they've given it to him as well, interestingly so. It's one of those that could have swung either way, and in the end he had enough support. 2 out of 3 going from 180. He takes Group B, but how long can he stay up there? Rashid Hassan Ahmed. Good stuff.
We're now moving on to the next up to 97 kilogram category, Group A.
So Ahmed, top of the pile, 180 for the United Arab Emirates. Singh in second place for India, 161. And Young Sun Yun in third position. So there's the lineup, as you can see, for the A group. And Frank Bellew, quite legendary in Chilean sporting circles, wheels his way in. South American champion in the South American Para Games in 2014 in Sao Paulo. Pan Am bronze in Toronto in 2015, and outside of that, 8th in the European Open this year in Berck-sur-Mer. Based in Santiago, coached by Victor Rubila. $170 for Frank Bellew. Yes. So that's Group A off to a clear start through Frank Bellew. Remember, 180 from Rashid Ahmed with the United Arab Emirates to round off the other group. Large A group of 9, 27 lifts in total, which will take probably just about an hour. You're allowed 2 lifts, but obviously there's the time for your lift to be announced and for you to wheel in before the 2-minute start. You'd be in the tunnel, so an hour, 10 minutes to complete this. Mohammed Abourar next up for Jordan, and 173 is his target Former junior world record holder, finished 16th in the World Championships in Mexico City. 14th in the Asians the same year. Well, looks straightforward enough, but rarely it is. Zaburar with 3 thumbs down.
Floaters, please, 180 kilos, rack height 15.
Ahmed still leading 180 in 180. There was a stretch and maybe just a haltering uplift was the thing that saw him voted down, although it looked smooth from this angle.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 180 kilos, first attempt. Representing Indonesia, Amaji Priambodo.
Amaji Priambodo of Indonesia, and 180 to match the best we've seen so far. He is coming through. Priambodo, the Southeast Asia Games silver medalist for the last 2 championships, 2015, 2017, and in the European Open this year in May, silver in Bergsumer. Kuni Roswanto is his coach. So 180 still wouldn't be the lead, as Rashid Hassan Ahmed is lighter in body weight from Priambodo, but he would go second with this 180 if he can. Yes, 3 out of 3, and that puts him into second spot. Great run in the Southeast Asian Games. It's definitely something else to keep athletes sharp. It's coming in World Championship year, the odd-numbered years, the World Championships and the Southeast Asian Games. The Southeast Asian Games go opposite the Paralympics every 4 years.
190 kilos, first attempt. People's Republic of China, Qidong.
Qidong aiming for 190 now for China. Well, all the successes he's had in his career, he was the Paralympic champion in 2008 on home soil in Beijing. Since then, silvers in both London 2012 and Rio 2016. Asian champion, reigning, bronze in 2013, gold in the European Open Championships in 2015 in Ega, and a World Championship bronze medalist. The man they call the Fierce Tiger. Anchuan-based Qidong. .190, and this for the lead outright.
1 minute.
Perfectly done, 3 out of 3. He is our new leader, and Rashid Hassan Ahmed is finally overtaken, but still in the silver medal position. Remember, Frank Feliu is in as a guest lifter. He's gone to 170.
Thank you. bar is loaded 195 kilos. First to 10, representing Jordan, Mutaz Al-Junaidi.
Mutaz Al-Junaidi of Jordan, 195. The stakes rising all the time. He is 42. .95. Mutaz Al-Junaidi. Very long, successful career. World and Paralympic level, and in terms of Asia, Oceania, he is our new leader, 195, Al-Junaidi. Sets a standard all of his own. This could be very, very even. Solipur Vanaji of Iran goes later to 17. The Asian record could well go, depending how well Solipur Vanaji, Kalaf and Yan Panpan are lifting.
Thank you, the bar is loaded, 205 kilos. First to 10, representing Malaysia, Yi Ki Jong.
So 205 now for Yong Yi Ki for Malaysia. 205. Southeast Asia Games champion for 2017 in this category. Gold in 2015 as well, the man from Kuala Lumpur. Commonwealth Games, silver and gold medals, 2014 he took the bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Bronze in the last Asian Games in Joe. In position already. 2:05, a minute to go for Yi Ki Jong. Well, that is a steady looking lift, and it is reflected thus. 3 out of 3, and it was a very swift call as well by the referees Ridwan Adan, Al-Zibi Azam and Martin Burley. 205 by Jong, and he is our new leader, and 4 the leading attempts in Group A, the first round, are all above 200, and that gives him a considerable advantage of 10 kilos already over Al-Junaidi. So Jong in front, as you can see.
207 kilos, first attempt from People's Republic of China. Yan Pan.
Yan Pan of China was 17th. Series World Championships. It was his big debut at a major level. 6th place, creditably, in the 2017 Worlds in Mexico City, based out of Hanbai. His coach Sun Xiaogang. 207 for Yan Panpan. If he gets this, it is the lead. Well, definite strong-armed tactics and a strong lift. 2 out of 3 for 2:07. And the lead changes hands again. What a high standard we're seeing here. Last 5 lifts have all been good in this first round of Group A. So far, so good, all highly impressive. Cracking lift, and the quality just keeps getting better.
Thank you. The bar is
Jan Parpan with 2:07 and 2 lifters to go. Then in this Group A. Carlos Calaf of the United Arab Emirates, 217. So what can he produce here? Calaf with such a terrific career. He's the reigning Paralympic champion, silver in the World Championships in Mexico City in December. It's the second time he'd won silver at the Worlds, 3 medals in all, the other were bronze. Silvers in the last 2 Asian Championships and gold in the Asian Games in Incheon, so defending that in Jakarta. .217, it'll be a good leap up. Oh yes! Well, that was quite emphatic by Calaf. And originally he was looking to go for 2:12 in this opening round, but he saw that Sophie Pourvjani was thinking of doing the same. So up to 2:17 he went and he cleared it. 49 years old now he is, Calaf. Has been winning major championship medals since 2002 Worlds. He was 4th in Sydney 2000 and gold in 04 in Athens in the Paralympic Games. Gold in 2016, how about that for a gap, 12 years. He's never won a World Championship gold.
Syed Hamid Suleypour.
Syed Hamid Suleypour. 218 he's going with. .218. .218, the heaviest mark in this opening round of Group A. No mark in the Paralympic Games in Rio, silver in the World Championships in Mexico City in December, matching the result from Dubai 3 years earlier. Reigning Asian Games champion in a different category, silver in the last Asian Championships in the 88 weight division, which is one down from this. 218, Suleypour is into the lead. Wow, that was an impressive lift. The Asian record is only 15 away off that. An extra 10 for the world record, so probably out of reach, but Pour Avajani leads by a solitary kilo. Such margins. So, Pour Avajani, 218, leads by a kilo from Khalaf in second, United Arab Emirates, and Yan Pampine in third for China. What a packed field full of quality.
Representing Jordan, Mohammed Abu Arab.
Mohammed Abu Abar coming back again, having missed 173 in the previous round. 173 is target again here. Some bids not to be overtaken. Well, 173 for Abu Arar. That'll do. 3 out of 3. Having missed it last time, that's what he was aiming to do originally. Decent lift by Abu Arar for Jordan. Well, he's finished down the field in his 2 major championships to date. The Asians 3 years ago in Almaty, and then 16th in the worlds last year in Mexico City. The man from Azarea. But out of reach now, you would imagine the would be.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 177 kilos, second attempt. Representing Chile, Frank Feliu.
Frank Feliu of Chile. 177 is the target here for the Pan Am bronze medalist and South American Para Games champion. Santiago is moving in. Frank Feliu 177 for Chile. Guest competitor from outside of Asia-Oceania.
No lift.
No lift. 2-1 against him. Split call, stays on 170. Does Feliu? I would need 30 more than that to get into the medals in the open competition, which, well, that's very unlikely now. Yeah, halted on the way up, and that they never get called in your favour.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 190 kilos, second attempt. Representing Indonesia, Ahmadji Priambodo.
Ahmadji Priambodo of Indonesia, who cleared 180 in the previous round, and now it's serious work coming. 190 he's looking to complete, which would move him up into 6th position. in position already for 190. Priambodo, Southeast Asian silver medalist at the last 2 championships. Yeah, it's gone his way. Oh, Priambodo, 2 out of 3. Well, he managed to pull that one out. It didn't look straight at the top, but he got enough out of it. Priambodo, silver in the European Open in Bexamere this year. Cleared 180, cleared 190. He will move up into 6th position overall. He is out. Not taking his last 2 attempts. There must be injury involved, so 190 is as good as it will get for Ki Dong. And he is 6th. Could find himself falling way down the board, potentially. Ki Dong, the reigning Asian champion, European Open, reigning Paralympic champion, who's won a world bronze, obviously affected some way by injury which must have hit him after the first attempt, as Mutaz Al-Junaidi comes on for Jordan. 195 he got in the opening round. So 205. Al-Junaidi, 205.
1 minute.
That was times a little bit awkward, but he was okay. 2 out of 3 for Al-Junaidi. .205, and he now rockets into 4th position. Pity about Ki Dong, but obviously some sort of knock has come up. Other mishap, so 190 is where he's knocked, and he's still in 6th place.
Representing Malaysia, Ki Jong.
Ki Jong of Malaysia. 210, the target for the Malaysian. Jong. Southeast Asia champion for the last 2 games. 2015 in Kuala Lumpur, 2017 last year. Malaysia. Bronze in the Asian Games 2014 and silver in this year's Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, bronze in Glasgow in 2014. 210 for Jong. That's a thumper, and it's a good lift at 210, and all three in his favour. That's a crowd pleaser. Goes into the bronze medal position. Now the jostling begins. Jan Panpan with an attempt coming to try and dislodge him. But that was a terrific lift. And it's hotting up now. So this is where we are, as you can see. Jan Panpan still to come. A couple of attempts to come.
Jan Panpan.
Okay, Jan Panpan, 207. He got in the opening round. 211 now. And this will put him into the bronze medal position. To 11 for Jan Panpan. Still 80 seconds to go with the attempt. Well, 211. It's taking a while. He's good. He's good. Cracking lift, clean bill of health. 3 out of 3. Well, he remains a good candidate for a gold. China have mopped up so many titles. 15 have been dished out, and China won 12. They lost out on 4 gold medals at the Asian Championships 3 years ago, and right now they've missed out on 3 here. Remains prime candidate, but off the pace quite a bit. In the next round, he is, for now, going to try and go for the gold, Jan Panpan, to keep China's incredible record going, but there's still 2 to lift in this middle round. Mohamed Khalaf going next for the United Arab Emirates, and he will have a go at 225, which is a serious weight. Well, here he is, the reigning Paralympic champion, twice Paralympic champion, 04 and 2016, 4th back in Sydney 2000. There was a sign of his quality even then. 2 world silvers, 06 and 2017, a bronze in 02. Games champion. Then going for 225.
One minute.
$225, Mohamed Khalaf. Well, at first glance, looks decent, and it is 2 out of 3 for Khalaf. That's the way to do it. Well, how it's hotting up. So that puts him into the gold medal position in the middle round. Sol Puravanji is coming up next with a 226 try. Jan Panpan was aiming for 220 in the next round, which he was hoping would be an attempt in the gold. It won't be now. So does he change his horizons and think about something bigger? That's just terrific by Khalaf. 225 is 8 kilos outside of Kidong's Asian record set in Rio at the Paralympic Games.
Representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Sayyid Ahmed Soipor.
So, Said Hamed Solipouravanjani of Iran 2-2-6. Looking to edge it into the final round by 1 kilo from Mohamed Khalaf. Solipouravanjani 2-2-6. This for the lead by just a slender kilo. Khalaf's already decided he wants to go for 2-3-2 in the final round, which is 1 kilo outside of Kidong's Asian record. And Kidong pulling out injured while lying in 6th place here. He cleared 190. So to regain top spot, he currently trails by 7 kilos behind Khalaf. Solipouravanjani. Ah, the smile tells you all you need to know even before the lights come up. 3 out of 3, 2-2-6. Well, what an absolute battle for the gold between Solipouravanjani and Khalaf, and Jan Pan, I think, has pretty much resigned himself that it won't be him this time. Terrific lift. And once he'd gone on the board, he didn't need to sort himself out a huge amount.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 180 kilos, 3rd and 10. Representing Chile, Frank Bellew.
Frank Bellew then of Chile. As we enter the final round, remember Kidong pulls out. So they're going for dramatic stuff in the next round. Khalaf is aiming for 2-3-2. And Solipouravanjani 2-3-3. He's looking to equal Kidong's Asian record. Anyway, 180. Frank Bellew having cleared 170. No lift. Ah, that was awkward for him. All 3 going against. And he wraps up on 170. There's Frank Bellew. America's record is way above this, 229 set in Rio at the Paralympic Games by Jose de Jesus Castillo of Mexico. He was struggling all the time. The spotters had to come in. Mohamed Abu Arar. He too now going for 180, and it would keep him in 8th place anyway. Bellew finishes in 9th. Ahmed was 10th. 180. Bellew 9th. That's overall in the open competition. Arar will be declaring in 8th, but can he do it with a mark that is 7 kilos above the 173 that he did in round 2? For Jordan, Mohamed Abu Arar, 180 to stay 8th. $180 Abu Arar for Jordan. He will look to be confident, but it's no lift. It is 2-1 against for Mohammed Abu Arar. So he wraps up on 173, but it's 8th anyway, be it 173 or 180. That's where he was going to finish up. Ki Dong is currently 6th, might fall to 7th depending what happens next. Next attempt, and sort of right towards the end, quite tentative about that. Split call. He didn't look confident anyway. He sort of felt that he would not be called his way. He had a suspicion that Maji Priambodo of Indonesia locked on 190 with Ki Dong, and if he gets this, he rolls onwards. Maji Priambodo with a very successful career, particularly in Southeast Asia. He won the silver medal of the last 2 Southeast Asian Games and European Open silver in Berkshire this year. Connie Rushwanto, his coach, based out of Bandung. 197, this to lift him up into 6th place. 197. Really couldn't have put anything more on. It's a leap of 7. Was it under control from Priambodo? No, he lost a little bit towards the end. Well, he doesn't overtake Ki Dong then. Ki Dong finishes in 6th place, Priambodo in 7th on the head-to-head, the body weight, and Ki Dong actually by a long way, he is almost 7 kilos lighter. 88 against nigh on 95. Remember, this is the men's up to 97 kg final. The last 2 men's deciders tomorrow, the men's 107, the heavyweights effectively, tomorrow morning, and in the evening the super heavyweights over 107. Although the names tend not to get used.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 212 kilos. Third attempt, representing Jordan Mutaz Al-Junaidi.
Mutaz Al-Junaidi. Right, here we go. Heavy stuff coming. 205 he's got. 212 targeted. This an attempt for bronze to leapfrog over Yan Pan Pan and Yong Yi Kai. He's currently in 5th, Mutaz Al-Junaidi. This to leap up to 3rd. World champion with a world record 2014 in Dubai. Silver. The championships before that in Kuala Lumpur. Paralympics bronze in 08. Didn't get to compete in 2012. 7th in 2016. Silver in the Asian Games 2014.
One minute.
212 Al-Junaidi. To leap from 5th to the bronze medal position. Needed something a bit better than that, because it was certainly a little bit lopsided on the way up. So 2-1 against Al-Junaidi. Well, it was valiant. It was a good try. You have to admire what he was thinking of. But 205 is where he ends, and 205 is 5th. All these attempts for medals now. Ki Dong, who knows what he would have produced if fully fit. Jong Yi Kai coming up shortly. Not an angle where we'll see a lot going wrong. The side on you will. The bar not even, a bit unbalanced. as it was on its way up, and the right arm, right hand more outstretched, higher than the left.
Bar is ready, 215 kilos. Third attempt, representing Malaysia, Yi Ki Jong.
Yi Ki Jong of Malaysia. 2:15 as he bids to leap into the bronze medal position above China's Yan Papan. So 2:15 again. This looking to topple.
One minute.
One player aiming for the bronze. Young Yukai. At first glance, it looks good. Oh, it is! And they've all called it straight away. All of them. 2:15 for Young. He leaps up there immediately into the bronze medal position, and Yan Papan is under pressure now to try and get back up there. Was originally going for 2:20, he'll go for 2:16 next, but Young, that was a quick call from all of the three referees. They felt straight away that it was good, that it was great. Brilliant. Well, Young Yi Ki of Malaysia.
Jump past him. The bar is loaded at 216 kilos. Third attempt.
Southeast Asian Games champion, and he has delivered, and silver in the Commonwealth Games this year, bronze in the previous ones. Here's Yan Papan trying to get back into the medals again in 2:16 as his target. Originally was looking at 2:20, but now 2:16 for Yan. 6th in the World Championships, but he's a heavy lifter. This to get back into the medals and win a bronze. China will not win this competition. It'll be the 4th out of 16 that they will not have won. Ooh. Yes! 2:16. And Yan Papan gets back up for China, and he wins the bronze.
230 kilos, right height 17.
Well, that took a gargantuan effort to overturn the Malaysian Jong Yi Ki. So here we go, 2 men left. Khalaf and Soli Poravjani. Khalaf going for 2:30. Soli Poravjani 2:31. Khalaf of the United Arab Emirates, the reigning Paralympic champion. It's his 2nd Paralympic gold. 2 world silvers and a bronze. European Open silver from 2015. He's the reigning Asian Games champion, Khalaf. He's got that to defend in Jakarta in a few weeks' time. Born in Qatar, moved at the age of 3 to Dubai, and he's silvers in the last 2 Asian championships, the only 2 Asian championships that have ever been. So, can he finally become the Asian champion? 2:30 for Khalaf. Soliporovjani 226. Current gold medal position for Iran, Khalaf 230. It's a leap from 225. It's behind in the silver medal position at the moment by 1 kilo. This to get back in front. And we're talking about serious weights now. 230 is 3 kilos off the Asian record. Khalaf 230. Big moment to get into the gold medal spot. Well, he's got it raised. And gradually, and it's good! Oh, it's good! He goes into the gold medal position. 2-1, Khalaf. He's done it. So here we go then. Khalaf, has he managed to become Asian champion for the first time at an Asian championship? Silver in the last two, goes into the gold medal position here. Fantastic lift at 230. Only one man can beat him now, and he comes next. Terrific lifting by Mohammed Khalaf of the UAE. He's into the gold medal position. Can he stay there? There's nothing more he can do.
The bar is loaded 231 kilos, third attempt. Representing the Islamic Republic of Iran, Said
Ahmed Solipour Avanji of Iran. 2-3-1 is the target. He too, the Asian Games champion from 4 years ago. 2 World Championship silvers. Across the history of the Asian Championships, a silver in 2015, a bronze in 2013. One of these about to become Asian champion for the first time. Asian Games champions, they both are at different weights. But one of them about to be crowned Asian champion. Even better, Asia-Oceania champion. 2 continents. 2-3-1. The target for Soliporovjani. So close to the Asian record of 2-3-3 of Kidong, who bowed out very early here and finished in 6th. Yan with the bronze, edging out Zhong of Malaysia by a single kilo. Soliporovjani trying to do the same to Khalaf here. Khalaf our leader, 230. Soliporovjani 2-3-1. Right, he's raised it. Is it good? Yes, it is! And he's got the gold for Iran. Said Ahmed Soliporovjani is the Asian champion for the first time. What drama! Brilliant! Well, that was one of the combinations of the week. And not only that, both men coming so close to the Asian record. Khalaf, silver, 230. Soliporovjani, 2-3-1. And he gets the gold for Iran. Yan Panpan, the bronze for China. Both Soliporovjani and Khalaf, if they wish, can go for the Asian record of Kidong, so close at 2-3-3. Be great if both had a go. Why not? The gold, not an option for Khalaf. The Asian record could be. He came so close with 230. Soliporovjani has that chance too. Soliporovjani gets the gold, Iran 2-3-1. Khalaf the silver, United Arab Emirates 230. And Yan Panpan the bronze for China 2-1-6, edging out Yong Yi Kai for Malaysia. The music's playing. That means somebody somewhere knows that there's a power lift coming for an Asian record. Which of the two men will go for it? Maybe they both will. Maybe they won't. You can see the master results screen. Column 4 for the record attempts for the power lift. If Khalaf decides to go it and get it, it will not affect the medals. And they both had the option, and there was humming and hawing, and there will not be a record attempt lift now. They were considering it. They get 1 minute to decide, and they didn't decide. So this is how it ends. Solipur Avajani gets the gold for Iran, 2-3-1. Khalaf, the silver for the United Arab Emirates, 230. Yan Pan Pan of China, the bronze, 216. And a kilo clear of Zhong of Malaysia. Great event that. And no record attempt in the end. They both could have forced themselves into it potentially in that final round. That third round, Solipur Avajani and Khalaf. If the stakes were high enough, Yan Pan Pan had a few extra kilos in him. That may have been a deciding factor as well. Ki Dong, who's the Asian record holder at 233, he went in at 190, so probably had some sort of an injury going into it. It wasn't 100%. You might have expected him to start at around 210 or 215. He could have pushed towards his own record as well, but didn't come to pass. But as it was, that was a thrilling event, and the Iranian Solipur Avajani takes the Asian title for the first time. And here this week, Iran have their first gold of these Asia-Oceania Championships.
and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 97 kilo category. Please welcome the medalists.
So the medal ceremony then for this men's 97 kg event, which was left hanging in the balance for so long. It was just an immense contest. And it's worth pointing out the top four in this, Solipor Avijani, Kalaf, Yan and Jong, didn't have a miss. They scored every single lift that they had in the event. I would have liked to have seen how high Kidong would have gone if he were fully fit. Kitakyushu, the Japanese Para Powerlifting Federation Vice President and technical delegate for this event, and high up in World Para Powerlifting, Kamaruzaman Kadir of Malaysia, doing the presentations here. Yan Panpan then of China. This is his first major championship medal. Came onto the scene last year in the World Championships, came 6th there in Mexico City, 28 years old, and it is Asia-Oceania bronze for him here. 2:16, right at the end, edged out Yi Ki Jong of Malaysia, down into 4th by a single kilo. Mohammed Khamis Khalaf of the United Arab Emirates picks up the silver medal here. A brilliant lift for 2:30 that put him into the gold medal spot with what was the penultimate lift of the entire event, and then edged out right at the death. The Paralympic champion, he's the Asian Games champion going into a few weeks' time in Jakarta. World silver, Asian silver, and another Asian silver here. There have only ever been 3 Asian championships. This is the 3rd, and he has won silver at each and every one. Mohammed Khamis Khalaf.
Asia-Oceania Open champion, representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Syed Hamid Solipor Avijani.
So Syed Hamid Solipor Avijani, also an Asian Games champion. It was at a different weight to Mohammed Khalaf. He's gunning for gold again in Jakarta in a few weeks' time. But likewise, he had never won an Asian Championship gold before. A silver and a bronze, silver in '88, 3 years ago. The man based in Tehran, silver in the last 2 World Championships, and now continental gold. And a real thriller, 231. He takes it by a solitary kilo right at the end. The last lift of the competition. Fantastic gold, Iran's first of these championships, and Solipor Avijani does it for Iran. Well, that was just marvellous from Solipor Avijani, and one of the events of the week, because the result was in doubt right until the end. And when you consider that Solipor Avijani and Khalaf started off 2:18, 2:17, Yan Panpan in 3rd finished with 2:16, Jong of Malaysia finished on 2:15. Could have been even tighter. Solipor Avijani gets the gold for Iran, Khalaf the silver, United Arab Emirates, and Yan Panpan the bronze for China. But we have to mention Yi Ki Jong of Malaysia, who misses out on the medals by a solitary kilo right at the end. China have won almost everything. We've had 16 events now in the Asia-Oceania Championships. They have picked up 12 of the 16 Asia-Oceania titles and also a junior gold as well. In the men's titles for Jordan, Iraq and now Iran, and in the women's for Uzbekistan, plus junior golds for Iran, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, China, Malaysia, Italy and Ireland. China won 16 of the 20 golds available, missed out on 4 in the last Asian Championships. And if they win all the titles tomorrow, they will repeat that act. Well, this was just terrific stuff. Yan Panpan, his final lift, 2:16. Bronze for him, edging out Yi Ki-jong of Malaysia. Then Mohamed Khalaf coming in for the United Arab Emirates, 2:30, putting him in the gold medal position. Only one lift to go. Khalaf ready for the gold, and this was the last lift. Soliporovijani for Iran, 2:31, and the gold going to him right at the end. Iran's first title of the week in the Asia-Oceania Open Championships in World Para Powerlifting. That was just fantastic. One of the events of the week. So Soliporovijani gets the gold for Iran, Khalaf the silver for the United Arab Emirates, Yan Panpan the bronze for China, and Jong of Malaysia missing out by a kilo. It all ends tomorrow, day 5 of 5. The men's 107 competition, the women's 86, over 86, the men's over 107. The heavyweights, super heavyweights, to round off competition tomorrow. Thanks for joining us today. It has been immense.